Hello everybody, Lost Galaxy Gamer here with another episode of something of Tom Clancy's EndWar. And this game went on sale for like $2. By the time you probably see this, it's either you're gonna see it the absolute last second of the sale, or it's gonna be off sale. I remember playing this game as a kid. This game was wonderful. And there's a lot of little neat things. I'm hoping this game will fully work. I did went through the voice trainer off camera. So yeah. No, I don't think this works anymore. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. I remember reading that the multiplayer section is gone. But I
Welcome,
already
Commander,
did
to the
this.
revolutionary Overlord Battle Command Interface by Masada Systems Limited. Today you'll learn how to begin issuing a first, press then, and finally, use of Overlord voice command protocols requires enrollment with a verified voice print.
"2016. Nuclear terrorism in Saudi Arabia kills 6 million and cripples the world's oil supply. 2017. The joint U.S.-European missile shield goes live. The world celebrates the end of nuclear warfare. The stage is set. Now the world's leading supplier of oil and natural gas, Russia spends billions on the biggest arms buildup since the Cold War. The European Federation is created with a population and GNP greater than the U.S. 2020. America begins assembly of the Freedom Star military space station. The end has begun.
Calling the Balkans an anarchy of failed states, President Becerra blamed the European Federation for abandoning the region.
Unable to guarantee access to petrol, the governments of many Balkan nations simply evaporated.
Europe can criticize our Venezuela policies once it's dealt with the crisis in its own backyard.
Unlike the US, we do not play policeman beyond our borders.
General, satellite imaging shows tanks offloading from the ship and moving to attack our uplinks along the Adriatic coast.
Have Colonel Moldini log on immediately.
These are the let you get the feel of the game
Colonel
missions.
Maldini, Europa is under attack by forces unknown. An unregistered cargo ship ran aground on the coast of what used to be Croatia, then offloaded a dozen or more T-80 tanks that are now firing upon the missile shield uplinks we maintain across the border, in the lawless zone. I have ordered regular infantry units stationed at Fort Turun to repulse the attack and take hold of the cargo ship, so we can determine who is behind this attack. Your gunships will provide close air support. Capitan Chumino will serve as your executive officer. For Europa, Colonel, ensure the success of your mission.
Oh, and it gives you like prep time to look at the battle, like intel before you go into battle. So the hostiles are coming in here. We're coming in from here. Gunships are very good against tanks, but not a good vulnerable against engineers in cover. So engineers that are not in cover, they can get shredded by air. And transports, basically APCs can shred air.
Colonel Maldini has logged onto Overlord. Data stream is secure. Camera on Zircon. Gunships designated Unit 1. Unit 1 cleared to engage Hostile 1 displayed on HUD.
Unit 1, engage Whoops. Unit 1, engage Hostile 1. Unit 1, engage Hostile 1.
Easy kill, Central.
So we got basic allied riflemen.
Engaging the enemy. On the move, Central.
Whoops.
Unit 1 cleared to attack Hostile 1.
So I can use mouse control, so I'm assuming they updated that.
That's what you
Excellent. Hostile destroyed. Uplinks Bravo and Foxtrot under attack. Designated BNF on mission radar.
Unit 1, move to Foxtrot.
in transit.
What's this?
Unit 2 entering mission area.
I'm not gonna use this. I'm not gonna use any of the keys. I'm gonna try to use everything by voice. Also, one quick thing. It's recording, right? I'm not just speaking to nothing. You know, it's recording.
Good work. Second hostile destroyed.
You don't want to attack Hostile 3.
Consider them creased, Central.
Destination reached.
All units, engage Hostile 3. Unit 1, engage Hostile 3. Unit 2, engage Hostile 3.
Damage.
Tungsten here. Enemy is taking damage.
Hostile 3 still operational. Let's take care of them.
Engaging the enemy.
Tungsten here. Beginning our attack.
Well done, Colonel. Hostile 4 still operational. Unfinished business.
Unit 2, engage Hostile 4.
Wait, Delta.
Unit 1, engage Hostile 4.
Our pleasure, Central.
There's no all command.
Beginning our attack.
Massive detonation at the cargo ship. They've blown it up.
Hostiles taking hits.
This is Tungsten. Enemy is taking damage.
This is Zircon. We made a hit.
Excellent work, Colonel. All hostile armor destroyed. Uplinks are secure.
This is High Command. What is the extent of damage to the ship?
The destruction is total, General. It's still burning.
I want a full investigation of the wreckage. We need to know who is behind this attack. Until we do, details of this mission are to be considered classified. High Command out.
In just a few minutes, the Freedom 4 will launch into orbit on its mission to complete the Freedom Star, America's first manned space defense station.
Tens of thousands took to the streets of Paris to protest the imminent launch of America's orbital battle station. Despite the outcry, the US president has vowed the launch will go forward as scheduled.
That we're going to launch this thing, there's no stopping us. Wait a minute, wait. I think we've heard some explosions.
Mayday! Perimeter breach north of the launch pad. Multiple vehicles opening fire.
Colonel Taylor, Kennedy Space Center is under attack by unknown forces. All we do know is they've got serious military hardware. I'm putting you in charge of the JSF units we had on routine standby for launch security. The Space Center's defense force will do their best, but without our help, they don't stand a chance. Whoever these vermin are, we can bet they've come here to destroy the Freedom 4 lifter. I don't think either one of us wants $35 billion deducted from our paychecks, Colonel. So wipe them out before they touch it. Major Dennison will serve as your XO. Get to it and do America proud. Mitchell out.
Very good at transporting infantry. Very bad against tank. Oh, that's me hovering over those. Very good against transport. Very good against riflemen. Very bad against... It's like a four-way rock, paper, scissors system, as I remember.
Colonel Taylor taking the helm. Data stream secure.
Unit 1.
Camera on IFV platoon
Whoops.
traveler. Designated Unit 1. The Freedom 4 is taking fire, sir.
To deploy a new unit, select a reserve card marked with the Pentagon. Deploy.
Units are available.
Deploy. Gunships.
Hostile 1. Fastback IFVs will shred gunships. The number of reinforcements that can be...
Unit 1. Attack. Hostile 1.
Hostile forces...
Unit 2. Attack Hostile 2. Unit 3. Attack Hostile 1.
Well done.
Unit 1. Attack Hostile 2. Unit 3. Attack Hostile 3. Unit 1. Move to Sierra.
Excellent work, sir.
Unit 1. Move to Foxtrot.
From a cargo.
Unit 2. Move to Sierra.
This had resources and lots of prep time. You've inflicted heavy losses on them. Keep it up. You've got another wave inbound. Mitchell.
Unit 2. Engage Hostile 3.
No way to do that, sir. Traveler here. Holding at position.
Unit 3. Attack Hostile 1.
Engage.
Unit 1. Attack Hostile 1.
Engaging hostiles. Diamondback here.
Unit 2. Engage Hostile 1.
This is Thunder. Engaging hostiles.
Schwarzkopf tanks are more than a match for IFV transports.
Unit 2. Engage Hostile 2.
Oh, yeah, sir. You got it. This is Thunder. Hostiles are right. So we are engaged.
Unit 1, engage hostile 2.
Traveler here. We got it.
Unit 3, move to Foxtrot.
Moving out.
Yeah, these terrorists are absolutely useless.
This is Diamondback. Waiting for orders.
All hostiles destroyed. Freedom 4 is secure.
Mitchell here. The situation is bigger than we knew, as in global. The European Federation and Russia are under attack as well.
By the same hostiles, General? Who are these people?
Unknown. But if they aren't afraid to make enemies of 3 superpowers on the same day, they're capable of just about anything. I'll be coordinating Homeland Defense operations. Expect new remote command assignments inside 5 minutes.
Of course, General. We'll be ready.
You even get to see the enemy compensation, which they get almost absolutely nothing.
Efficiency and technology. The RPE refinery at Rosenberg, Netherlands. A vast facility processing 100% of Europe's domestic oil and 35% of Russian imports.
Mayday! RPE is under attack! Multiple armored vehicles attacking the outer perimeter!
We're seeing some kind of ship beached on the coast. We're taking fire.
Colonel Maldini, the RPE refinery at Rosenberg, Netherlands has been attacked and occupied by a hostile force. The assault was launched from a beached cargo ship, so obviously the opposing force is the same one that attacked our uplinks in Croatia 12 days ago. I have regular infantry troops in position to retake the refinery before it can be damaged further. Your battle group's armored vehicles and helicopter gunships will ensure the success of this assault. If the refinery is destroyed, the blow to our nation's energy security will be irrevocable. Do not fail today, Colonel. Do not fail Europa.
Unit 1, move to Alpha. Unit 2, move to Alpha.
Colonel Maldini has logged on. Data stream secure. Camera on Unit 1, tank platoon, call sign Matterhorn.
Unit 1, engage hostile 1. Unit 2, engage hostile 1.
Explosions inside the refinery compound. We have to hurry, Colonel. They're taking the place apart. The mission support display shows available reinforcements, as well as total reserves remaining. Zoom optics can be used to scout the...
Deploy. Deploy.
I think we can do it.
Deploy.
Panther tanks easily outmatch IFV transports.
Deploy. Tanks. Unit 2, engage hostile 2. Unit 1, engage hostile 3. Unit 3, engage hostile 3.
Cheetah gunships are perfect tank killers. Colonel, some fresh intel. The same hostiles have attacked Kennedy Space Center in the US and Russia's prototype fusion reactors near Minsk. We need to know who these people are. Good job, Colonel.
Vesuvius here. All machines running smooth. This is 9.
Unit 3, move to Alpha.
Zircon here. We won't let you down, Central.
Excellent work, Colonel.
Unit 2, move to Alpha. Unit 1, move to Alpha.
Hold back, wait.
Unit 1, engage hostile 1.
This is Matterhorn. I think we can do this.
Unit 2, engage hostile 2. 3.
Central. Happening.
Unit 3, engage hostile 3.
Engage hostiles, jawohl.
Hostiles taking hits.
This is Vesuvius. Enemy is taking damage. They are opening fire at hostiles.
This is Zircon. We made a kill.
Unit 1, retreat.
Withdrawing. Matterhorn here. We lost a machine.
Unit 1, move to Alpha.
All hostiles neutralized. Refinery is secure.
This is High Command. The group behind the attacks is broadcasting claims of responsibility across the extranet in 18 languages. Here.
The Forgotten Army fights for those left behind when the oil dried up. Today, we have struck our oppressors where they are most vulnerable. Let them burn, just as Africa and South America and the Balkans have burned. We gladly give our lives in direct action instead of waiting to die by famine or disease. Rise up and follow our bold example. Though we be an army of the forgotten, remember our action always.
The ideology is clear, General, but how do the have-nots of the world get their hands on military hardware?
Precisely my question, Captain. This is what we must learn.
Three attacks have been confirmed. JFK Space Center, of course, but also an oil refinery in the Netherlands. And now, Russia's flagship fusion reactor complex near Minsk.
A group calling itself the Forgotten Army is broadcasting claims of responsibility across the extranet.
They are about to attack, General. Finally, 12 minutes behind schedule.
Their name is no joke. They even forget to show up on time. Amateurs.
And which immediately is like, oh yeah, no, Russians are behind this entire charade.
Good afternoon, Colonel Savalov of the 8th Spetsnaz Guards Brigade. Your forces are stationed at the fusion reactor complex east of Minsk. Because it is about to be attacked, you will hold out heroically for a while, and then reinforcements will become available and you will crush the attack with finality. It is permissible if buildings take some damage, as this will look good for news cameras. But do not let the enemy destroy anything of significance. Your after-action report will state that this was a surprise attack. Failure to do so will result in severe consequences. That is all.
So I get infantry this time around. It's just vulnerable, and they're all engineers. They're vulnerable against riflemen in any capacity.
Data stream is secure. We need to put our combat engineers into cover, Colonel, or they are useless and good as dead.
Unit 1. Move to cover.
try to minimize casualties
Unit 2, move to cover.
online.
Unit 3, move to cover.
Attack, the news said, started happening 15 minutes ago.
Unit 3, engage Unit 1.
This is Termite. We are without cover. Under fire and no cover. Disengage. As you say. We have cover. Da, Colonel. Fall back.
Tortas here. All beasts ready for combat.
Unit 4, engage Unit 1.
Colonel.
Unit 4, engage Unit 1. Attack.
Termite here. We are without cover.
Unit 4, engage Hostile 3.
More than just kill us.
Our combat engineers are not in cover, Colonel. Are you not paying attention?
Oh wait, Unit 1's not. 2.
Badger here. All squads hungry.
Unit 4, engage Unit 1.
Not to do this.
You heard about the other attacks, da? The US and Europe have been hit.
Unit 4, attack Hostile 1.
Cover. Very good. Now we must defend Alpha at all costs.
Badger here. All squads hungry.
This is Tortas. Hostiles in the range.
Detected hostiles are displayed on mission radar. Another wave of idiots. They are persistent.
Fire ants here. We are full strength.
Cockroach IFBs are a gunship's worst nightmare.
Moving, da.
We're halfway to mission support coming online. We just have to hold out.
Fall back. Affirmative.
Affirmative. All aboard.
Cram some infantry into cockroach IFVs and they'll move faster than on foot.
Fall back. Affirmative. Tortas here. In position, Colonel.
Unit 1, move to Alpha.
On the way.
Unit 1, move to cover.
have cover.
So there's no move to
We
cover
should stick
command. I have to
infantry
manually do
in
that.
cover, where they will bleed less. Check northwest quadrant. Hostiles are deploying.
This is Tortoise. We have lost one beast.
Okay, we move.
We have multiple engineer units exposed. No cover. Check northwest quadrant. Hostiles are deploying. These clowns do believe in their cause, eh?
Affirmative. Moving.
Our combat engineers are not in cover, Colonel. Are you not paying attention?
We are in cover.
We need reinforcements on the ground right away, Colonel. We can get reinforcements now, should we end up needing them.
Unit 4, fall back. Unit 4, retreat.
Two beasts destroyed.
Fall back. Okay. Disengage, as you said. We have cover.
Acceptable losses. All hostiles destroyed.
This is headquarters. I compliment you on a superb military response to an attack we never saw coming.
How did things go at Kennedy and in the Netherlands, General?
A forgettable showing. No significant damage inflicted anywhere.
If this is the best the oppressed peoples of the world can do, they deserve their misery.
All a means to an end. We have planted the seed. Now we water and watch it grow.
The only reason why that mission took so long, it was artificially like, hey, no, you gotta hold out for the reinforcements. You can't just kill them all.
What citizens want to know is, who was behind the April 4th attacks?
All three governments are carrying out separate investigations to learn who funded the terrorists and supplied them with military hardware.
The evidence is conclusive. Minister Poulan set it up.
Europe's defense minister. This is gonna be tricky.
America is going for debate, General. They're planning to abduct Poulan while he's visiting Copenhagen to inspect its uplink network.
When they go in, make sure the Danish police get an anonymous phone call.
This is Crash Card. We have precious cargo in hand, but extraction has failed. Repeat, extract has failed. Mission site compromised. We are surrounded and pinned down.
So, in order of what I'm probably going to play, I'm going to probably play the Russians first, because the Russians, I remember, are the outright best units in the game, or just like the better in position for war. The second nation I'll go with is Europe. Europe is just underdog, not really able to fight. Because, well, Europe is not a military powerhouse, as much as they try to be. America is basically right up there, right with Russia. It is basically the best. Best of the best.
Colonel Taylor, best case outcome for this mission is we cause a major international incident. And worst case is we start a war with Europe. Though given what I'm about to tell you, maybe that's not such a bad idea. Within 24 hours of the April 4th attacks, 3rd Echelon had found incontrovertible evidence that the Forgotten Army was secretly funded and supplied by Europe's defense minister, Francois Poulain. What that means is a conspiracy within the European government to destroy the Freedom 4 lifter. The other attacks? Diversions, to throw us off the scent. Make it look like Europe was a target too. Here's where it gets complicated. We sent in a Black Ops team to snatch Poulain in Copenhagen, but the mission got blown and they're pinned down in one of the city's uplink towers. Poulain's our only shot at finding out how high this conspiracy went. Maybe all the way to President Perot herself. So we're going in, and we're bringing him out. ESCOM has crashed Copenhagen's uplink network to give you safe passage in. Your job is to defend Alpha at all costs until we can extract Poulain. Don't mess this up, Colonel. Get to it.
So I got a bunch of infantry, a transport, and a helicopter. And they're rocking in with an airborne battalion. I'm only going to click with infantry, because infantry is going to be so damn annoying.
Colonel Taylor taking the helm. Data is secure. Forces inbound on DZ at Alpha. We have clear skies. Copenhagen's uplink network is offline.
This is Crash Cart. We've rebooted Alpha. Precious cargo still in our possession. Holding for extract.
European forces closing on Alpha, sir. We must defend it at all costs until mission supports come online and we can secure extraction of the VIP.
This is Thor. Prospects ready to roll.
Highlighting on the HUD, some structures our engineers can use as cover points. Let's get them in there ASAP.
We're on it. This is Boxcars. We're at full strength. Wildcard here. All squads are good. Roger.
Infantry in buildings have longer range. If the reticle's range number is green, it won't have to move to attack. Excellent work, sir.
This is Joker. The building is ours. This is Joker. All squads vertical. Wildcard here. All squads are good.
Blue cab here. All rollers running smooth.
Yes, sir. Moving.
West quadrant. Hostiles in motion. Eyes on marksman artillery vehicles.
This is Boxcars.
This is Dinley Squad! We
Viper here.
Unit 2, engage hostile 1.
It's exposed, sir.
Unit 2, attack hostile 1.
IFBs to knock gunships out of the air.
This is Viper. Look at that! Got a kill, sir. Wildcard here. We secured the building.
Are you good? You okay?
Unit 1, engage hostile 2.
Yes, sir. Blue cab here.
Unit 2, engage hostile 3. Unit 2, engage hostile 1.
Viper here. Won't let you down, sir.
We can let the hostile unit evacuate or attack it again to finish it off.
Unit 1, attack hostile 1. Unit 2, attack hostile 1.
Unimportant.
Unit,
South quadrant. Hostiles are deploying. Eyes on EC-220 Gaslight. Center quad.
Unit 1, attack hostile 2. Unit 2, attack hostile 2.
Are here. Engaging.
Hostiles in motion. Eyes on Cheetah gunships.
Okay, they got away. Unit 2, attack hostile 4. Unit 1, attack hostile 4.
Boxcars here. We're at full strength. This is Viper. Hostiles in range. Opening fire.
Check Central Quadrant. Hostile neutralized. Hostile neutralized.
Unit 2, attack hostile 4.
You best check yourselves, troopers, because this is for real.
Unit 4, attack hostile 4.
It's not possible, sir.
Unit 2, move to Alpha. Unit 1, move to Alpha.
Okay, people, get ready to slam the hell out of these.
Blue cap here.
This is Viper. Destination reached, sir.
Center Quadrant. Hostiles on the move. Eyes on AMZ 26 infantry fighting vehicles.
Blue cap here. Destination reached.
This is Joker.
Unit 1, engage hostile 1.
Engage hostile. Yes, sir.
This is Viper. All Eagles aloft.
Unit 2, engage hostile 2.
Damage.
I'd rather have a rock hit a rock in rock, paper, scissors than a paper hit a rock.
That is a kill.
Hostile neutralized.
Hostile 2, engage host.
No way to do that.
Unit 2, engage hostile 2.
Cap. Hostiles are in range, so we are engaging.
Hostile neutralized.
Unit 2, retreat.
On delay.
Unit 1, engage hostile 3.
Hostiles are in range, so we are engaging.
Center Quadrant. Hostile eliminated.
Unit 2, engage hostile 3. Unit 1, engage hostile 3. Now the reason why you do this is you permanently remove these enemy units from the game when we actually get to the campaign. These I don't think actually get removed.
Artillery fire on our position.
They're generic. Which is the same will be said about your own units if they get killed.
This is Joker. All squad vertical.
Unit 2, attack hostile 4.
Roger. Frag 'em.
Artillery fire on our position.
South Quadrant. Hostiles in motion. Eyes on marching artillery vehicles.
Unit 1, engage hostile 2. Or 4?
That is a kill.
Unit 1, engage. Attack. Hostile.
Check Center Quadrant. Hostile eliminated.
Unit 2, move to target. Unit 2, attack Hostile 1. Unit 1, attack Hostile 1.
This is Blue Cat. We're scoring damage.
How's your building holding up, Unit 4?
We got a kill, sir.
Joker here.
South quadrant. Hostiles in motion. Eyes.
Unit 1, retreat. Unit 2, retreat.
Out of here. This is Viper.
This is Joker. Artillery fire on opposition.
Unit 1, engage Hostile 2. Unit 2, engage Hostile 2.
Yes, sir. We're scoring damage. This is Viper. Hostiles are taking hits.
Unit 3, move to target.
Watch your spacing! We got a kill, sir.
Whoops.
Roger that. Joker. All squad first.
Unit 2, retreat.
On the way.
Check Unit 4. Exiting structure.
Unit 2, retreat.
Needed.
Boxcar here. We secured the building.
Hostile neutralized. We still have infantry in the open.
We lost a chopper. Unit 2, move to target.
This is Joker. Artillery fire on
Unit 2, move to target.
Z-26 infantry fighting vehicles.
taking the building.
Blackfoot gunships are perfect tank killers.
Copy. Moving.
This is Joker.
Unit 1, engage Hostile 4.
At engage. Cat here. We're scoring damage. Viper here. Destination reached, sir.
We can order reinforcements now should we need them. Hold Alpha and break the European counterattack.
Joker.
Cat here. Artillery fire on our position.
Check central quadrant. Hostile eliminated.
Unit 1, retreat.
Viper here.
We still have infantry.
Unit 2, move to target.
Hostile eliminated.
This is Blue Cat. We're at the limit, sir.
This is Joker. Artillery fire on opposition.
This is Viper.
Unit 2, move to target.
On the move. Eyes on marksman artillery vehicles.
Unit 2, engage Hostile 1.
On the bark, sir.
Unit 1, engage Hostile 3.
Hostile neutralized.
Wildcard here. We secured the building.
Center quadrant. Hostile neutralized.
Unit 1, attack. Unit 2, attack Hostile 1.
Viper here. We're opening fire at hostile.
Objective complete. All hostiles destroyed. Alpha has been held.
This is Crash Card. Ready for extraction when you are.
Mitchell here. Negative on extraction. Europe has moved a grid crasher satellite into position over Copenhagen. Looks like they're going to expend it and take the whole network back offline. We can risk flying in additional forces for you, but we can't risk extracting Defense Minister Poulain until we have that sector locked down.
Understood, General. Guess we're just gonna have to capture all the other uplinks too. Who said it would be easy?
Hit hard, hit fast, hit often. Now, a lot of these quotes are actual, real military general quotes.
Breaking news of fighting between American and European forces in the streets of Copenhagen.
Responded to an anonymous tip that American spies were about to kidnap Defense Minister Poulain.
President Becerra, claiming the U.S. is acting on conclusive evidence of a criminal conspiracy within the European government to destroy the Freedom 4.
More U.S. forces have landed into Copenhagen. Every indication is that another round of fighting is about to begin.
Colonel Maldini, 40 minutes ago, the United States of America crashed Copenhagen's uplink network, invaded by air, occupied European soil, and initiated combat operations against our forces. Our first attempt to drive them from the city failed. But now we have units in position to mount a determined counterattack. IWCE will expend a satellite to recrash the city's uplinks. Your forces will secure and reboot the network. Once we have achieved electromagnetic dominance, the Americans will have no choice but to surrender or flee. Theirs was an act of unprovoked aggression, Colonel. Show no mercy to these invaders. That is all.
We start with just pure infantry. Unit 2, move to Bravo.
Stream secure.
Unit 1, move to Lima.
Repeat, Polonius is a go. Enforce a rifleman on the ground. Designated units 1 and 2. Riflemen are best against combat drones and engineers. All that heavy equipment engineers carry makes them easy to gun down. Copenhagen's uplinks are offline. We need to secure and reboot more than half to establish signal dominance. Only infantry can secure uplinks. They are vulnerable in the open, so terrain must be used to provide cover.
We disengage.
Nice one, brother!
Infantry is most effective in hard cover.
We are in cover.
Unit 2, secure Bravo.
Is that understood? Bring it! Saber here. We're at full strength.
Transports prepped to deploy.
This is Rapier. Securing the uplink center.
Deploy.
Saber.
Deploy. Tanks.
Check Bravo. Uplink is secured.
Deploy. Gunships.
Reinforcements faster. We need to capture one more uplink to achieve our objective.
Unit 1, secure Lima.
Uplink confirmed.
Unit 2, move to Alpha.
This is Saber. Securing uplink central. Scout. Panzer tanks deployed.
Unit 3, move to Alpha. Unit 4, move to Alpha.
Okay, on the move.
Check Lima. Uplink is secured. Superb command and control. We can win by keeping our hold on these two uplinks, waiting for the network to come back online. Or we can go for the knockout punch and capture the final uplink. It's your call.
This is where you make me proud.
Cheetah gunships are perfect tank killer.
Unit 4, move to Bravo.
Pilatus here. All machines running smoothly. Robot here. We have one belt down.
Unit 2, target.
Waiting for orders.
Rapier here. All squad upright.
Check North Quadrant. Hostiles in motion. Eyes on Schwarzkopf tanks. Check Unit 2. They're outmatched.
This is Milan. All machines running smooth. Disengaging.
Right straight through them, ignore them.
Infantry and buildings have longer range. If the reticle's range number is green, the unit won't have to move to attack.
Rapier here. Moving down.
Milan here. Reversing machines.
Check Unit 3. Suppressed by enemy fire.
This is Milan. We're at the limit, Central. We've got nothing left. Extract now! Straight away! This is Bomb. Inbound to extraction.
Rapier here.
This is Saber. Wait. Go! Engaging hostiles. Hostiles taking damage. This is Cobalt. Hostiles taking damage.
The engineers are really lethal to what I brought.
This is Bomb. Survivors on board as we are lifting off.
Rapier here.
Saber here. We are in cover. This is Saber.
We can let the hostile evacuate, or attack it again to finish it off. West Quadrant. Hostile neutralized. Check Center Quadrant. Hostile eliminated.
This is Bomb. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
Deploy transports. Unit 2, secure Alpha.
Wrapping up.
Hostile destroyed.
Unit 1, attack Hostile 1. Let's commit war crimes.
Use Badger IFVs to shoot down hostile gunships. Hostiles moving. Eyes on Blackfoot gunships.
This is 99. Largest deployed.
3, move to Alpha. 1, move to target.
Sorry. Check Alpha. Uplink is secure. Mission is proceeding well. Mission accomplished. Copenhagen network back online. We have complete signal dominance.
This is High Command. Cease all combat operations. The Americans have accepted my offer. They will release Minister Poulain in exchange for safe passage back to their troop carriers in the North Sea.
But General, with the network back online, we could vector in strike fighters.
For the moment, it is prudent to be merciful, Captain. We shall see how long this moment persists.
Yeah, I lost a unit. That's why I got command reading a bit.
With the smoke still settling in Copenhagen, the US and Europe have stopped just short of declaring war.
President Becerra still claims evidence of a conspiracy to destroy the Freedom Four, an accusation President Perot calls preposterous. Both leaders have agreed to meet for talks next week on neutral ground in London.
Meanwhile, the Freedom Four's rescheduled launch is set to go forward tomorrow morning.
Good evening, Colonel Saviloff. I assume it is obvious to you that I arranged the Forgotten Army's attacks on April 4th and also the incident in Copenhagen. These actions were a service to our motherland. How much longer do you think we'd have before the US and Europe found an excuse to ally against us, to take our oil? Realpolitik demands that we spark a war between our enemies before this can happen. Copenhagen took them to the brink. Tonight, you will have the honor of pushing them over. Your forces will be disguised as forgotten army terrorists. Your objective is to capture a majority of the Rovaniemi air base's uplinks and upload a data virus codenamed Stiletto into Europe's missile shield network. If antiquated notions of morality prevent you from performing these duties, Colonel, simply speak up. I will have Major Noskov remove you from your command permanently. Otherwise, begin.
New order or die. That's basically what he said. We got a bunch of infantry, we got tanks, and we got armored cars. Oh, we're literally just copying the tactics, but instead of being stupid and throwing ourselves at the enemy, we're actually going competent about our attacks.
Savilov is logged on. Data stream secure and untraceable.
Unit 1. Move to...
Position. Noskov did good job with disguise. We look so much like terrorists, we fool ourselves.
Unit 2. Move to Sierra.
Crashed. Mission objective is to secure and reboot more than half of uplink.
Unit 3. Move to Whiskey. Unit 4. Move to Alpha. Unit 5. Move to Alpha.
Correctly. As soon as we secure an uplink, we can upgrade it to let us order in airstrikes.
Unit 5. Move to Sierra. Unit 4. Move to Sierra.
Hostile sighted.
Hammer. Unit 2.
The hostile engineers defending this uplink are in cover. We will need riflemen to take care of them.
This is Torres. All beasts ready for combat.
Auger tanks will punch holes straight.
Unit 5. Move to Sierra. I don't know why they kept going south.
Movement here. We are full strength. This is Bertrand. All squad out. I fucked that one! Mastodon here. All beats, no problem. Waiting for order.
This is Torres.
This is Bertrand. All squads hungry.
Fantastic shot, comrade! Right with you, comrade. Fight, keep fighting!
Torres here.
Center quadrant. Hostile sighted. Eyes on cheetah gunships.
Unit 1. Move to Sierra.
Where they will bleed less.
Movement here.
Unit 2. Attack Hostile 4.
North quadrant.
Unit 2. Attack Hostile 4. Unit 4. Attack Hostile 4.
This is Torres. We are at destination.
Unit 1. Secure Sierra. Camera. Unit 2. Camera. Unit 3. Camera.
Check east quadrant. Hostile.
Unit 3. Attack Hostile 1.
Now we show them the Spetsnaz way. Blow them to pieces. Cluster them.
Unit 3. Secure Whiskey.
Uplink. Affirmative.
This is where the fun and games begin. And their
Grabbing
lives begin.
uplink.
Hey, come on! Open the door. No one enters.
This is Grizzly. Getting this uplink.
Look at my face. See if I care.
Your words are good.
Check. Whiskey. We captured it. Now let's upgrade it with an encrypted data feed so we can...
Unit 2, secure Sierra.
This is Wolfman.
I wonder if they can help.
Full strength.
My sister never went.
So engineers can't capture as fast as infantry can, but they can upgrade.
Check Sierra. We secured it. Stiletto virus is uploading.
Unit 1. Upgrade Sierra. Air support.
She's afraid she'll lose me.
Unit 2. Move to Foxtrot.
We move now.
Unit 3. Move to Zulu.
I think
we move.
The man in Dubrovnik. Unit above all things.
This is...
Strike command, you're patched into us.
Stealth fighter standing by for target coordinates.
Unit 1. Move to Unit 5.
Grizzly here. We are full strength.
Unit 1. Move to Target.
This is Mastodon. All beasts, no problems.
Radio dash 5 on. Clear.
Unit 4. Move to Foxtrot.
Moving.
Now the thing is, modern games, you can just click like this. I'm clicking because for my own sanity. Sometimes. Unit 1. Unit 2. Secure Foxtrot. Unit 3. Secure Zulu.
On foot. Check Alpha. It's being taken by hostiles.
Unit 5. Move to Foxtrot.
We are moving.
Movement here. Securing uplink.
Center quadrant. Hostiles in motion. Eyes on cheetah gunships.
Unit 5. Engage. Unit 5. Move to Foxtrot.
Foxtrot. We captured it.
Unit 5. Engage Hostile 2. Unit 5. Engage. Unit 5. Attack Hostile 2.
Center quadrant. Hostiles are on the move.
Unit 4. Engage Hostile 2.
They took it.
They made a kill.
Unit 4. Engage Hostile 4. Unit 4, engage hostile 3.
Attacking.
Unit 2. Unit 1. Move to Foxtrot.
Hostile eliminated.
Fall back. Okay.
Unit 4, engage hostile 1.
Attacking.
Bear trap here. All squads hungry.
This is Mastodon. We are scoring damage.
Movement here. We have cover.
Unit 1. Upgrade Foxtrot. Air support. Unit 4. Unit 5. Engage hostile 1.
Movement here. We have lost a squad.
Check northwest quadrant. Hostile neutralized.
Unit 4. Engage hostile 1. Unit 5. Engage hostile 1.
Movement here. We are in cover. Bear trap here.
Fuck that one!
This is Torque. Opening fire.
This is bear trap. We are a squad down. Okay.
It's probably better cover.
That was too close!
Infantry and buildings have longer range. If the reticle's range number is green, it will have to move to attack.
The building is out. Movement here. Affirmative. All aboard.
Unit 4. Move to Alpha.
South quadrant. Hostile eliminated.
Unit 5. Move to Alpha.
Hey, we are moving.
So my infantry took in some abuse.
Hostiles moving. Eyes on Badger IFVs.
Bear trap here. We are down one squad.
I'm hit! Over here! Fight, Russians! No best exit for them!
This is
Ah!
on.
Shoot them to pieces! Stay focused now! That is what you do!
South quadrant. Hostiles sighted. Eyes on Enforcer combat engineers.
This is Torque. We are at destination. Torque is here.
Unit 2. Secure Alpha.
Come. Of course.
Hostile eliminated. Check center quadrant. Hostile destroyed. Uplink network is back online. Stiletto virus uploaded to European missile shield satellites, working its magic on launch recognition algorithms.
Headquarters here. A fine job. Let us see America and Europe avoid a war now. When the fighting begins, I fear we will have no choice but to assist our American comrades in their crusade against Europe.
It is finally coming true, General.
We live in interesting times, Noskov. Interesting times.
Now, I believe U.S. has to secure both Moscow and Europe. Europe has to only secure Moscow. I can't remember what's the victory system. Because the victory system is I have to scare enemy capitals in the original game.
We are just seconds away from this morning's rescheduled launch of the Freedom 4. The crew looked calm and relaxed as they boarded the lifter on their mission to complete America's mighty Freedom Star.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. We have main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff of the Freedom 4, writing a new chapter of security in space for the United States of America. It is with a profound sadness that I address you here this morning. At 7:45 a.m., we experienced a national tragedy when the Freedom 4 lifter exploded.
My fellow Americans, we will never forget this morning, how they climbed skyward only to be struck by a thunder that split the clouds and woke the world. We stand at DEFCON 1, ready for action.
The motherland will not
We have youth beyond grief. Our fury is righteous.
The motherland will see you safe, whatever the cost.
We did not start this war.
We will
End it.
Now, if you're asking yourself, where's China? Why is China not involved on this map? Because China would be a threat at this point. Would be a key player in global politics. If you remember, at the beginning of the game, one of the companies that made this game was, what was it? Ubisoft Shanghai? So, yeah. Totally, that's why there's no Chinese. Unless there's something about the Tom Clancy, because I don't know Tom Clancy's games that well. Unless there's something in there that's like, oh, this is why the Chinese are just not relevant at all. Because the first campaign I'm going to run with is obviously a bad guys campaign, the guys that instigated the war. The second one that I'm going to run with is obviously going to be Europe, because they're the most and worst disadvantaged. They don't have the tech to really, like, yeah, it says they excel in electronic warfare, but when my boot is in your face, that you can't really excel at that. Anyway, I'm going to leave you off on that cliffhanger. Because I also need to check if the recording even recorded. So because you never know. These old games, the game captures might just instantly break when I alt-tabbed earlier to check the recording, and it's just been staring at a blank screen this entire time. Also, cliffhanger. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and peace.